Okay, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the pre-match here. We're still waiting on some invites for this first match of the night over on our North American side. It's Spaghetti versus Nova. Apologies for the delay on the stream end too, because see, I was just trying to get the score overlay set up here for the Twitch stream. Now, it's still the same build as last time, so it may or may not work. We'll see. But you'll notice on your Twitch screen, if you do hover over your client there, you should have the overlay available to click and bring it up. Now, I'm not in game yet, so you shouldn't see stats or anything, but we're kind of running it again tonight since we're doing several games, and we're going to just try and maybe troubleshoot a little bit and see if we can get that fixed. Now, with that mouthful out of the way, I'm Palidore, and SputnikKobra joining me here on commentary again. Hello, Sput.
Oh, hello.
How's it going?
It's going well. I'm looking forward to this matchup between Spaghetti and Nova. Everyone's cheering on Spaghetti, so let's see if they can pull out the win. I'm gonna be a little biased, and I'm gonna say I think Nova's gonna win. I like to get some early predictions going on and try and get everyone riled up.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens. The Spaghetti, I've not avoided giving them their compliments throughout this season. They were one of my surprise teams, as anyone who's watched these streams knows, for the preseason. They were one of the teams that I had kind of an eye on from the beginning, because they just came out of nowhere with no competitive experience prior for most of them, if not all of them, and they just came out of nowhere and were looking like a well-oiled machine of a team, and they did quite well. Right now, it seems like there might be one of the players here, Dimwee, potentially having some issues, tech issues, at the most inopportune time. We're hoping that gets solved soon so this can hopefully happen, this match that is. But we'll see. And in any case, I wanted to, in honor of Dimwee, because he's usually the one who brings up all these stats in pregame and he's always on top of it, I wanted to try to do my due diligence. So here we go. We're going to look at some stats as I bring it up on the screen for you. These ones are preseason stats, but so the thing with a Nova here is that they're really a team that as we get hold on, let me exit this. I'm trying not to mess up. I was going to say, Team Nova, though, they got off in the preseason to a slower start. They lost their first few games, but then if you look over the course of the entire season, preseason, they really started pulling it together to end up in the positives. You know, they finished out, you can see their 7 wins the preseason. At least I hope you can see. But
I need to actually check to see who's on Spaghetti. It's been so long, but it's been 1 month, but no, 2 months. Whatever, I can't count. But nonetheless, I do not know who is on Spaghetti, and I made that prediction with absolutely no knowledge and from a place of ignorance.
Well, let me tell you then about Spaghetti, because for Spaghetti, they are, again, a team full of, I think, younger, I'm not sure if they're all kids or not, but I refer to them as like second Joker almost. Like they're a young generation of players who came out of nowhere and suddenly started really getting attention, taking the world a little bit by storm, at least the Echo Arena world, that is, because for Spaghetti, they took games, like full-on matches, off of some pretty impressive teams. I mean, they took 1 round off of Synapse. That was actually their Synapse's first round loss of the season, or midway through. I may have played a small part in that, don't ask. But anyway, that aside, Spaghetti also defeated the likes of Flare and Ignite and Wireless Jacks towards the end of the season. Inverted, I mean, they were rocking and rolling to the tune of 7 wins and 4 losses, the plus-minus of a 78 points scored on the season. So, yeah, for a team that just came out of left field like that, they were really impressive to start off.
Yeah, I mean, almost as impressive as their logo. It's truly a masterpiece.
Yeah, their old logo was more of a traditional Spaghetti thing. You can actually see the logo here on the screen now. But their new logo, it's kind of it embodies the spirit of Spaghetti, right?
Yeah, I love it. It's art. It's a valid form of expression, and it's terrific.
Absolutely. And okay, here, we just got ourselves an invite, so I'm going to get in and help Sputnik get in momentarily as we get ready to begin. So hello again to everyone in the chat. A lot of people joining us here for this, pretty much this first evening of wall-to-wall games just about. This will only be our 4th match of the first week, and yet we have, I think, maybe 5 matches up ahead for the rest of the night, something like that. So We've got a ways to go. Pardon me if you hear that in the background. Just trying to get all set. So Sputnik, what do you, as I try and help myself get along here, help me stall. What do you think of Nova? I was mentioning before that they really came along the longer the season did go on, and that was something, you know, I know they took pride in. They put in a lot of practice hours, Nova did, and it really started paying off because, again, they got off to that slow start, but they started really winning games and putting it together towards the end and just climbing rank after rank just to make it all happen for them.
Well, the one thing that was a massive difference from how they started the season was their passing within the bubble and how they approached. And I actually have to ask you, we're on Atlas 0.5.5, correct?
Yeah, I should have a new thing up for you right there right now. That real quick.
Yeah. All right, and I should be in this match.
You
so
should.
Going back to what we were talking about, the huge difference from how they started the season to how they ended the season was how they approached the bubble as a team, how they kept parallel passing lanes, and how, you know, they made great plays, great one-tap, one-timers within the bubble, and that was a huge difference from how they started the season. Just absolutely, like, monumental difference.
Yeah.
So they ended the season with great chemistry. They found their groove, they found what they needed to do, and they started to excel.
And I know right now, too, at Dimwee, I was talking with him, as I usually do if I'm not casting with him. I'm talking to him pre-match, things like that. And here, for the heck of it, I'll just bring you to the gameplay screen. You can see the players involved here. Dimwee not quite in yet, and a couple players actually dipping, it looks like. Or one player, at least, for Nova, so that's not a great sign. Neither is that, because now we're down another player, and Pally is getting mighty nervous here that he's going to have to talk for the next hour. But, that being said, Dimwee was saying to me how in this entire offseason, I mean, Nova has not stopped practicing. They've been scrimming, practicing plenty, still doing their community activities, of course, but nonetheless, really staying on top of their game and just trying to push themselves to that next level, to that next tier, and certainly a roster that's capable of doing so, as they proved as those 6 weeks of preseason went on.
Yeah, Nova's a fantastic team. They're fantastic players. They're great on the court, and they're upstanding outside of the court. So, you know, everyone likes Nova. I don't have any issue with Nova, so that's what I like to see from them. I like to see, you know, respectable play on the court and good politics out of the arena. So, I'm a fan favorite of Nova, and you know, that's not to say anything about Spaghetti. I just don't have any relationships with the younger players.
Yeah,
So,
sorry, I was just gonna say it's one of those situations where you know there's bias there. It's like, yeah, I love Dimwee and all the Nova guys, so one part of me is cheering them on, but at the same time for Spaghetti, you know, I don't know them super well personally, but it's one of those sort of feel good underdog kind of things, right? Where it's just like, okay, here's a team just going against expectation and you know making their own luck. You know, they just play their own style and with kind of a lightheartedness, as you can tell by the logo and whatnot. But
well, the one thing I expect out of Spaghetti is very physical play that I think they will have that advantage over Nova. They will be faster, they will be quicker, and they will have better reaction times. That might be a little bit of an ageist statement, but we're looking at a team of, you know, don't want to say middle age because they're my age, but young adults, which are Spaghetti, versus a slightly older team. So they have youth on their side and they can play harder than Nova can. So it will be a match of skill. Maybe I haven't seen Spaghetti play. It's been 2 months. I don't remember how they played.
yeah.
So I don't want to make these prejudgments.
Well, we might not even have to make judgments because it would seem this game is either off or delayed. I'm trying to get caught up here on some of the messages I'm getting. It sounds like now the server is not getting connected to for Dimwee or something. Yeah, that is not ideal. And as a result, we might, unfortunately, and I was really looking forward to this match just as well, but this might mean we have to just move on to the next match of things aren't getting started here because we do have, let's see, the
And
Galaxy and Reboot starting in roughly 17 minutes, and then an hour after that is Kangarillas versus Spaghetti. So
and Visionaries HD coming in with that Venom. But if you were watching the stream, YPerm, the last player to leave, saluted the stream saying goodbye. And I thought that was kind of cute. But nonetheless, we're still sitting here and we're waiting. Hopefully, we'll get a match.
yeah. Well, and shout out to the Twitch chat as well. I saw Kung there, subscribed 2 months with Prime, and thank you for that coming in the clutch. Kung also making his season 1 casting debut in a little while. I do believe with Skinny also making his casting debut. That will be the Galaxy Reboot match that's actually happening in 15 minutes. So in that case, we might shift around our casters momentarily, but yeah, just waiting on updates, folks. So sorry for the brief delays, but thanks for joining just the same.
And this was a great match,
Oh, no,
It was a terrific match. It was a great ending, and we'll see you at the next game.
You're killing me. If only. But yeah, so with that said, I guess we'll just keep on rolling here. I mean, we have about 15 minutes or so.
Maybe we can take questions.
Field some questions from the crowd. Oh, by the way, I think I missed the highlighted. Oh, Spaghetti says C. Jason. He highlighted that message, and I think we're obligated to read highlighted message. Do with that what you will, Twitch chat. I'm not making guarantees.
Spaghetti.
Yes.
Spaghetti. I just think of Mike Tyson and his speech impediment. Spaghetti.
That's speechist. But anyway, Palidore, take my money, says Fars with 100 bits. Thank you. Some more bits coming through there. Who's the best player at SputnikKobra? Quick.
I really like Mad. I think he's a well-rounded player, and I think he's one of the best all-around.
Oh, I thought you were
in the
just
league.
talking about like emotions. I just really like Mad. But okay, yeah, Mad. Definitely a great player. Gonna see him on Kang a little bit later.
Well, I'm always full of emotions.
Yeah, some great, some great.
Not so great.
No, some fantastic even.
I think, yes, Khaled, I think that Mad is overall, I think he's the best player overall, meaning I think he has some of the best. You guys haven't seen him, as I stumble over my words, you guys haven't seen him play a striker position in maybe 6 months, but Mad is also a terrific offensive man or offensive person. I don't know the politically correct way, but nonetheless, he's a great player on offense. He's a great player on defense.
Hold on here, because we got, apparently the match is starting. The thing is, so trying to figure this part out here, because we did have the scheduled debut of the next match for Reboot and Genesis, I believe. So see if we can get. Just gotta figure that whole situation out. If we can get maybe another camera person on board for VRML 2 just as well, because we want to get this match in too. But yeah, the timing on all this threw things off just a wee.
They're saying I'm clowning for taking the position that Matt is one of the best players in the league.
There's, for me, and I'm not saying I'm the authority on it, but it's almost hard to. I feel this way. I've felt this way for a long time. It's hard to really point out an exact like this is the definitive best. Earlier on in the days of competitive, you would be able to kind of point out certain players as being, really up top notch. But now it's so much more about the team play and so many individuals who have multiple talents. It's hard to point out one over the other as like being a definitive best. There's a lot of super great players at the high level.
Well, who's your favorite player, Palidore?
Everybody's favorite player, Lemon.
No, you gotta take it. Oh, come. Yeah, he doesn't even play anymore.
He retired on top.
That is such a non-answer. But I respect it.
Now see, that silence was a non-answer.
Lemon retired. He's not retired.
All right, well this
I think
not Lemon, Lemming. Also, here's it's on Atlas for you, but again, we're trying. If any of the other casters there with camera capabilities happen to be listening in the chat, if you would be so kind as to maybe possibly stream the Reboot Genesis, unless they're willing to delay it.
iShiny would wear Curve cologne.
course here. Sputnik's not, but you can get.
It's up on you for Atlas right now, for you.
All right, let me get to it.
Our apologies for this delay again, and especially to Galaxy and Reboot. I know Reboot does have a match later on tonight as well. That should be no problem, kind of separate from the rest of the game. But still, unfortunate delays there. We'll try and get through this one, so just let me know when you're in. The teams, ping them here, tell them to start.
So you think Lemming was a better player than Simeon?
Depends who you ask. Are you asking me or are you asking Simeon? Simeon was the greatest player of all time. That's Simeon. All right, hopefully.
Rest in peace. They're not starting the game, so let's get to the game.
Yeah, hopefully you're in there, Sput.
I am in here.
To get to the first round, and let's go. Okay, finally, ladies and gents, we're underway after that brief delay, but not a worry because we're here. So here they go. He send for Noah, trying to send it over to Venom. Venom takes it, backs it, and finds a pass up to the nest. Going down for the shot off the post. Back to the goal. Good pass, good shot. E-send, why not? 2 points for Nova.
So the players were set up around the bubble. Esen getting that missed shot by Dimwee off the top crossbar, sending it to Esen, and Esen getting the nice shot behind the goal. Perfectly executed.
And this is what I was really looking forward to seeing from Nova, is just kind of how they got their ooh, why is this? There you go. How they got their team play together, because their passing play, they had some really nice ones where you'd see these chains of 2, 3, 4, 5 passes in a row that were all perfect, that would lead to these amazing goals.
Esen sending a bad back pass, but able to recover it. Nova is, and they almost get a long shot, but it bounces wide into the hands of Mini Hat.
And so Mini Hat will take that here. Spaghetti yet to score, but they will have possession now as they go for those back passes, those resets, and this is just going to be a quick clear. Not a lot of great spacing at the moment for Spaghetti. You can see they're close, but they're not really going for boosts at the moment. They're just a little bit loose and trying to find their footing, if you can do such a thing in 0Gs. But off it goes Sir Dimwee, just a daring shot, and out of there for I Blow at Sports. Certainly is pretty good at defense, if nothing else.
A great read by the goalie, able to get that clear. And they pick it up, and they go for the boost, and they get it. Y-Perm getting the boost off the back of Nova's backboard, retrieving it and shooting it from 6 meters for a tie game with 8 minutes remaining.
Yeah, that's still really early on, but that was a nice way to come back there and get themselves that open goal. So on the joust now, Nova, they've had some unique jousts as well in the preseason, so was interested in seeing what they pulled out here. They kind of went with this double stack upper and lower, it seems, and did end up in a, one-on-one in front of goal, it looks like, but saved out of there, back-to-back from I Blow at Sports.
That was a terrific save. Reading it at the last moment, not reacting, luring that shot in. Not able to get the clear. It's still in the backfield with Dimwee with possession, looking for a pass outside the bubble.
Oh, but just misses his teammate off that pass, so unforced turnover perhaps will go to a Y-Perm now. Now here is Meatballer. Venom just lurking there, trying to dodge around the blocks. Look at that maneuverability there, looking like a dancer. Taking no chance on the turnover.
Dancing he will, but Venom to retrieve it
in
the tube, sending that long 31-meter shot at 14 meters a second, pulling ahead by 3.
Now
7 minutes remaining.
That was pretty nice. Now, quick note again to our viewers. I do not know if it's currently working or not. It might work on the refresh, but the overlay there for Twitch, if you hover over the screen, we're trying to, at the very least, maybe troubleshoot it if it's not working still. But if you pull that up, it should, in theory, show you the scores of these players right now live.
So with an errant pass, Venom to retrieve it, sending it back, but with the stun in the backfield, able to get it right back. Venom sending it to Tube into the hands of Esen, looking for that spacing, looking for the passing. What can they do?
That's courtesy of Sealable Bag, by the way, that at extension, working on that, as well as So Much for Subtlety. And now Zesper taking it here, just barely dodging. Yperm trying to approach him. Zesper gets rid of it in time. There are 3 Spaghetti players down there, and eventually getting that barely on out. Gets his own rebound off the ricochet. Meatballer looking up to the other side. A lineup here for Spaghetti. A string, if you will, but not finding the disc anymore because now a shot just misses. So no score.
But Venom able to retrieve it, sending it to the floor into the hands of Esen. Esen with a bad pass off the will geometry, but hopefully they can recover that. But unfortunately, they do not. Mini Hat sitting the slap down as it goes down into the backfield of Nova, and the boosts come out.
Oh, and here it comes right there. The defense getting back for Esen now, and Nova. That's a great grab to deny what could have been a very easy opportunity. Visionary up there. I'll get to that momentarily. As Meatballer takes it over, and it goes to Yperm, and finds a little bit of permanence in the goal for the 4th point on Spaghetti. Hi, my name is Palidore, and you're watching the Disney Channel.
And thank you, H Money, for the bits. We appreciate every single one of them as you did put them out individually.
So 5-4 here. 1-point game, about halfway through this first round. That stat coming in with some ferocity there, and velocity no less. Zesper takes it over to Ascend, right? Or Ascend, whatever it is. I thought it was Ascend, and then Dimwee corrected me and said, nope, you were right the first time. It's Ascend. So Ascend it is, and Zesper finds Dimwee going down, but into the hands of Yperm. Can't get a clear too much into the corner pocket now.
Yperm playing great defense with a grab by Venom, and then it's quickly slapped out of his hands and recovered by Mini Hat. Mini Hat has some time to make something happen, going for the long off-the-ceiling shot, and it is wide.
But maybe a rebound still, so they'll get another chance here. As Mini Hat floats in, they look for that pass to Barrier. That's a good delivery to him from Meatballer, and that will buy them the goal. Stealable Bag now yelling at me in the chat, telling me to hit record on the client. But I did, sir. I promise. Here,
so Esen maybe making a poor choice, challenging the defender instead of the disc itself. Mini Hat with that forward velocity, able to let it leave his hand as he is stunned into the goal.
It's a good look for them because now they have the 1-point lead. There's 3:45 left in this very first round of play. After that brief delay, certainly not disappointing on the competitive end right now. And there is Esen getting it around for another one, assisted by Zesper.
A beautiful screen pass as the approach on goal, and you can see Esen with that beautiful hand movement behind the back, throwing the goalie off. Goalie going for the stun, no chance. Great score by Nova, and it is 7-6, advantage Nova.
I love that the only time I've ever seen Dash speak up in VRML chat was 3 different times saying, "Tilted camera re!" Otherwise, no interaction, but the moment it's tilted, he gets tilted. Good game yesterday, though. It was very nice. Or other day, it was very nice play by you. But that said, over to the other end, it will go into the bubble. 7-6 in favor of Nova. Under 3 to go.
So Yperm to retrieve it, sending a back pass to Mr. Sports, and Mr. Sports sending it, because I'm not saying I blow at Sports, but I did just there, and into the backfield of Nova, and Nova retrieves it.
And Yperm now looking to get it right back as he backs that out and finds no one. Frantic clear or pass, either way too strong, but still gets to Mini Hat, who finds himself now on the bottom of the floor. The defense here, 2 in the tunnel. So they just go to the opposite side where there are 2 that are free. But another haphazard clear will not find anyone's hands immediately.
And the boosts are not there, although one player, and he snags the boost, but doesn't snag the disc. In a wild shot from Nova to recover it, sending it right back to their player at the and a beautiful save
again. So I blow at Sports, the 3rd save just right in front of the goal, I believe, for him so far. He's had some really nice ones.
Absolutely, some great saves from him. I would clip them. He is my MVP for this game.
Sir Dimwee goes down low, and there is a goal for him now. Dash is furious right now, and I'm going to leave it this way. Also, they're saying I need to stream it to the VRML channel instead of my own, but see, that's a problem. I don't have access to the VRML channel.
Hi, my name is SputnikKobra, and you're watching the Disney Channel, and Yperm has 23 stuns.
Well, congrats to Yperm for the 23 stuns. And now going to Meatballer. looking for more of a score, less of a stun, maybe a stunning score here for iBlowoutSports if he can get collection of the disc. Does not, soft enough pass, gets back to the wedge, and players trying to form on the disc right now, colliding on each other as Zesper and Mini Hat, but up front, the action going on for iBlowoutSports. Has the defense, no offense on that play, and it backs on out the bubble again.
To retrieve it is Nova. Isen sending that long clear, and it comes right back to him into the hands of Meatballer, and Meatballer sending it to the floor, to the trench, and it's going to go right into the hands of Sir Dimwee, who's going to go for another clear, and it's true as the boosts come out.
And now to the Rad logo down there, trying to find themselves a Rad victory if they can, but that is a great interception from Isen.
Hi, my name is SputnikKobra, and you're watching Fox News.
VRML has just been canceled for the season. Over to the bottom of the floor now. We'll go into the blue side. Taken in a stride by Zesper. And looking for the pass deep down towards the mid area. Finding a shot that just, or clear that just gets intercepted instead. That's going to bounce conveniently into the hands, maybe of iBlowoutSports. Does not, though. So now 7 seconds left, down by 3 points. Nova's looking good here to take the first round, 9-6.
A very close game. Excellent game from both teams. Hopefully this will go to a round 3. I'd like to see a great performance from Spaghetti next round. iBlowoutSports making 3, maybe 4 saves, and he is the MVP of the first game. He's kept his team in it, and he's going to continue to keep his team in this game and in this series.
Absolutely. Sorry, I'll get to the score screen right now. Sealable Bag in chat informing me that a drop-down menu exists in this app. Therefore, now check the recordings on the stat overlay and tell me if it's working for you folks watching this game today. If it is, my bad. I am but a human door. You know, got some squeaks in my hinge, you know? I'm liable for some mistakes. I didn't mean to yell at you, Seal. Oh, I love you.
I love you as much as I love that Spaghetti logo.
Oh.
Just look at it.
And
it's so good.
I have the stats still pulled up because silly pants. There you go. There's the highlights for you. But in any case, yeah, does the overlay work on the Twitch client right now? Chat? Yes? No? Certainly would like to know. No! Seems it's not working, in which case we can keep troubleshooting, or Sealable can tell me what I did wrong this time. But anyway, over it goes now on this joust. Taken here. First by Spaghetti, finally, off a little bit of a loose play.
Spaghetti getting awarded that save with the shot off the trench. iBlowoutSports getting one more save on his belt.
Ooh, and 2 stun players will result in the missed pass as Zesper recovers for Nova. Looking up high. And now from the sky, oh, off the head or hands, perhaps. It looked like it took an awkward roll. It slowed down there, the momentum of the disc, but still maintaining possession, and that one will be put in there. Zesper, 2 points, Nova.
But iBlowoutSports never gave up. He even challenged that last disc, trying to get the slap out, but he didn't come back in time from that stun to make contact.
A launch out now. First 2 there, but Mini Hat for Spaghetti. Their team does need to win this one to stay alive after that first loss. This is the season debut for both of these teams, for those just joining us, as this shot does not join the goal, but talked about Spaghetti, one of the surprise teams last season. Meanwhile, Nova, one of those teams that got remarkably better as the season went on, and looking good there is Meatballer, though, for Spaghetti, so it's a 2-pointer for the tie-up here.
Meatballer making a great play, but not able to capitalize off of it with the initial joust pass on the floor. Gets an offensive punch with that one-on-one, but not able to get a shot on target.
Good second chances in there, and now going for the rollout here on the pass. Zesper looks deep to Isen. That's a great pass to reach him. Now to the opposite side, so there is the passing I talked about from Nova, but there is the punching from Spaghetti. Worth noting, Yperm is a player who had an unbelievable amount of stuns in every single game he played in preseason. I mean, he reached the 100 stun mark at least once or twice in the preseason alone. So, yeah, enough said. And
Going
now,
for that geometry pass, and it is good at 32 meters off the ceiling, off the backboard, and into the goal for a 5-2 game advantage, Spaghetti.
there you go. Enough said on that one too. And now people in the chat saying that the Twitch client is working. So refresh your Twitch page right now if it isn't. And you should see the overlay when you hover. Now you can get a read on the people's stats. And I suppose that eases our workload. Sealable is going to put us out of a job. We don't even have to read stats anymore necessarily. Great. But over
getting that beautiful pass to Easton. Easton sending a slow back pass, but it gets back into the hands of Nova after a errant pass by Spaghetti. Now they're going to take their time. This is the passing that we talked about. This is what they're skilled at. They just have to get their positioning right and make a shot on goal.
Oh, another punch though, and from guess who? It's YPerm. He gets a second one just to cap it off, right on their caps of their head. But here it is Meatballer. He'll anchor down, look for his teammates, just trying to wait for them to boost down the floor a little bit so they can be open for passes.
So YPerm commanding his team. You see he's wiggles his arm out, trying to tell them where to go, sending it to the left, parallel pass, but it is intercepted by Zesper. Zesper with the clear, but not able to get it through the tube and to be retrieved by Spaghetti.
So still maintaining possession despite the good defense from Zesper. He's one of those heady players. I mean, really, a lot of these guys on Nova are. They're very, they're students of the game, and it's hard not to be when you're teammates with someone like Dimwee, who is very, very analytical. I mean, that's why he is the color commentator a lot of the time when we're casting together. He is just very, very smart with the strategic aspects of the game, and it's kind of resulted in this it's not resurgence, but the emergence of Nova these past couple months.
So Nova looking for a pass, getting that off, to retrieve it not off the geometry, and the stuns come out. Now it's firmly in the hands of Esen. Esen sending it to Bowtie, sending it back to Sir Dimwee. They're creating their spacing, and that's what they need. They need to be slow and methodical.
We're seeing some slow, methodical play here. Look at that beautiful spacing, like you mentioned. But the beautiful punch, YPerm. He's going to do that to you over and over, and it's going to hurt every single time. Now, down low, it could be an open goal, and it will be. They have no problem getting that in to take a 5-point advantage now with 5 minutes left.
Ibloet Sports keeping his team in the game with the saves, making at least 2 this round. This is a game that is in the hands of Spaghetti. Let's see if they can hold this advantage.
Trying to get a hold on the disc there. Oh, juking me with that rollout of theirs down low, but still getting it is Nova. Should have seen that coming. They had that rollout last season as well. Preseason, that is. Some punches there. Mini Hat knocking that one loose. Taken here by Meatballer. Meatballer going down low from up high. You can see the players from Nova. They're skying back to the 2-point area just to kind of cover those lanes. Obviously, one of the biggest priorities is you want to cut off these mid-lane passes because those ones are the ones with the best chance of going in. So rebound, Meatballer looking to the barrier. Speaking of, down the middle, and there it is. Just as I speak of it, it explodes into the goal for 2, and that is 9-2 now for Spaghetti.
They're getting into their groove. Spaghetti is getting great bubble passes, able to retrieve all the rebounds that they send in. And this is great play. And this is very physical play. And it's looking like Nova is having a hard time keeping up.
Yeah, so after that first successful round, right now falling behind by 7. There's still under 4 minutes left. That's plenty of time to get some points on the scoreboard. But we need to see that careful passing. The problem is, even when they have some nice passing up the floor, they're getting very frequently punched right as they start entering the 2-point area. And that's what's bought Spaghetti some success here, because they could get those punches, they force a turnover, and then they've found themselves some nice scores on the other side because of it. So here we go. That pass will result in a shot. No punches at all, just points for Nova.
Good bubble pass, a good pass off the bottom geometry. Venom reading it perfectly and taking the shot from below the goal at 3 meters, closing the advantage by 5 points.
Beautifully done on that passing play. That's exactly what they needed to do. Maintain possession via excellent passing and just slice apart that defense. See if they can't pull it off here, though, on defense for Nova.
Wyperm taking his time, sending it back, but
Oh.
getting stunned. Zesper's there. Zesper needs to make something happen. They need to get this clear through. And he's looking down for the man as he runs the route. And can he get the shot?
Oh,
and it
yes.
is now a 2-point game.
That was a gorgeous passing play, boosting play, teamwork, making it work. And that makes for a 9-7 lead now when Spaghetti was ahead by 7 not too long ago.
Absolutely. 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining. Let's see what Spaghetti can do to hold this lead.
Trying to hold on to the disc is Wyperm in the back line. Just bothering the Nova stack so they have some time to work it up here. A bold punch from Wyperm, but he's the one to do it if no one else.
A very smooth, blasé stun. Venom definitely not expecting it, but Zesper getting the stop in the backfield, taking his time, going for the clear. Can he get it through? And he does not get it through into the hands of iBlow Sports at the back line.
He leaped for that one, did Sports, and now looking for the pass up top, cutting down below. Could be a good angle for them, but no, Zesper, the defensive hands again. Intensity, maybe resulting in yet more points. If that goes in, I swear I'm done casting for the night. But no, it won't be. Isen gets that one, can't make the first one, rebounds it, so putting some more stats on the board before getting the score.
My heart just dropped right there. I'm sure Isen's did, and he was lucky to be able to recover that and put it right back in.
They just wanted to make chat think about it, make our hearts skip a beat, that's all. But not skipping a beat whatsoever on the defensive end. That was beautifully played by Nova. It is tied up with 1 minute left. And now an interception. So Nova, momentum, can they build it?
Nova's got no quit, and Isen approaching one-on-one. iBlow Sports, can he stop it? And he does stop it!
What a stop, but what a shot on the second one. Bounces back and in. Isen takes the lead for Nova late.
I'll say it once, I'll say it twice. MVP, iBlow Sports.
Need more be said. 30 seconds left. It is 2-point game. Spaghetti is in desperate need of a goal here to force this game 3, this round 3. This might do it. Meatballer, the punch, looking for a pass, working around, maneuvering. Sir Dimwee, what a save! Crucial in the last seconds. This could be the game-winning save. Excellent job from Dimwee. And now a shot to cap it off. Absolutely! What just happened, Sputnik? Nova killed it!
No quit. They've got no quit, and they showed everyone that they will stick in this match, and they will persevere.
14-9. Amazing defense from Sir Dimwee at the other end, and then to cap it off with that shot. Incredible. What more can be said? Unbelievable game. Wow.
These are the games that we want to cast. These are the games that you want to watch. These are the games that make everything worth it. And great game to both teams.
Just fantastic. And see, our stats are gone now, but it doesn't matter because we had Sealable along the way with his Twitch attachment, so it showed, I'm sure. Wow. My heart is racing off that one. What a highlight on defense and then on offense to really put a incredible stamp to end that one. Oh, man. Unbelievable. Okay, so with that said and done, I do want to kind of refresh on what exactly is going on organizationally here because we do have multiple games and that delay. Got to sort things out here, but just huge congrats to Nova and Spaghetti as well for putting on a great show. That is one heck of a way to open a Thursday night full of games. And yes, I'm aware that the camera was tilted, but you know what? I'm leaving it. If only for Dash.
This is for you, Dash.
All right, here. I fixed it. It was starting to annoy me too. But, yeah. Great stuff. Great stuff.
Absolutely. And what games do we have for the remainder of the night?
I'm trying to figure out if Galaxy and Reboot started. I imagine they might have. If they're in the chat, say what's up. I have a lot of different windows open in front of me, so it gets a little messy from time to time. But we'll take a look at the schedule for the night. Nonetheless, I'll pull that up for you real quick. And there you go. You can see there, Galaxy and Reboot was scheduled to begin about 13 minutes ago. Kangarillas and Spaghetti scheduled in about 45 minutes, followed by Nova again versus Ignite. Now that will be something of a match. We'll see. Two high-level teams, and Nova obviously that epic victory just now, so they're going to be going into it feeling good. And then to end the night, Guinness versus Reboot at 8:30 Mountain Time. So lots to look forward to.
And hopefully, and I say it with a lot of emphasis, hopefully the following games will be just as great as the game we just watched.
It's lofty goal to live up to, I must admit, but I'm sure we'll see some special highlights and plays coming up soon, especially, again, among these teams. Most of them throughout the night, I think all of them, in fact, not having matches before tonight. So this is the season opener for quite a few on the list.
And a terrific, I'm just saying it so many times, I don't know how many adjectives I have in my dictionary, my mental dictionary, but I'm speechless. It's